Hi, this is Gary with MACMOST.com. Let me show you how to use Mac Pages in 5 minutes. MACMOST is brought to you thanks to a great group of more than 1,000 supporters. Go to MACMOST.com/Patreon. There you could read more about the Patreon campaign, join us, and get exclusive content and course discounts. So Pages is Apple's own word processor, and if you don't already have it on your Mac, you can get it for free from the Mac App Store. When you first run Pages, you may see an open file dialog like this. If you do, click New Document, or you may just start right here with Choose a Template. There are a variety of different templates for different purposes. Some may fit your needs and you could just start with those. We're going to start with a blank one right here and create a brand new document. Note that Pages has two modes, word processing mode and page layout mode. We're going to stick with word processing mode for this tutorial. So with our blank document, let's start off by typing a title. We're going to change the style by going to the right sidebar. If you don't see the right sidebar, you can click on this format button here. It will come up with the blinking cursor in that first line. Change the style to something like heading. Now we're going to press return to go to the next line. Pages is smart enough to know to change the style to body text, as you probably don't want two heading lines right after each other. Now let's add some text here. So now we have our first paragraph of text. Let's select all this and set the font to exactly what we want. Still under Format, with Style selected here, we can go and change the font. Let's change to something like this and make it a little bit bigger. Now we can see it still says it's body text, but body with an asterisk. Let's update that with the Update button. Now that changes the body style to be this exact font. We could do the same thing here with this heading. Let's go and change that, make it a little bit bigger, change the font, and now we'll update the heading style. Let's add some more text and another heading line here. With the blinking cursor on this line, I will change the style to make this heading so it matches this one. Now I'll add some more text. One of the advantages to using styles rather than just selecting text and changing the font is that if I make a change to say this paragraph here, maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger, I can update it. It's how it updates all of the paragraphs that are set to body text. I can do the same thing here with heading. I can make this a little bit bigger, maybe even change its color and update heading, and you can see how it does it for everything with that style. We can also change line spacing and paragraph spacing. So with my cursor in this paragraph, I'm going to go in Format, Style, down to Spacing. Increase the line spacing just a bit. Now let's add some spacing after each paragraph. Now I've changed it for that paragraph. Updating the body style will update it for all of them. Let's also change the spacing after the heading style right here and update. You can also change margins. For that, go to the Document sidebar and then under Document you'll see Document Margins. So if I wanted more or less on the left margin, I could change the value right here. I could also add indents. I'm going to put the blinking cursor in this paragraph here. I'm going to go to Format and then I'm going to go to Layout. And here I've got indents. If it isn't open, you can click here and I can change, say, the first line to indent in a little bit like that. I could also go to View and then Show Rulers. And then I'll see the rulers here and you could see the first line indent and the left side and right side indents. With this indentation on this paragraph now I can update body text and you can see it is now true for all body paragraphs. If you ever need to center something, go to Format, Style. Let's go here to Heading and I can use this button right here to center the heading. If I update, it will update for all of the paragraphs using that style. You can also set headers and footers for every page. Go to the top and you'll see 3 boxes. This is the header. I could put something like my name here and maybe the document title there. If I go to the bottom, I'll find 3 boxes at the bottom here as well. I'll click there and I'm going to use the Insert Page Number button and just insert a page number. Now those are going to appear on every page. To force the text to start on a new page, go to where you want that break to occur, like just before this heading here, and choose Insert in either Page Break or Section Break. And you can see how that forces it to the next page here. If you want to add an image, you can use this Media button here and use this to select something from your Photos library. Or you can just drag and drop a file right into the document. And I can then grab any corner to resize the image and I can just drag it from the middle to move it around. Notice how the text naturally flows around this image like that. Under Format, Style with the image selected, you can now choose a preset style or set up your own style here using line and border options. You could add other elements as well, including shapes tables. If you want to format data the right way or have a little mini spreadsheet in your document, you get a charts as well. When you're done, you can go to File, Print to send the document to your printer, or you can go to File, Export to, and most likely you're looking to export the document as a PDF. But you can also export as Word format or EPUB format if you like. So there are the basics, but there's a lot more to Pages. I have a ton of tutorials if you want to learn more. If you liked this video, click the thumbs up button below to let me know. I publish new tutorials each weekday. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out.